Hello, hello. Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
How are we?
I
Hi.
don't know why I was talking in a high voice there.
See the most. A lot of people here. Let's hear some shout outs. Where are you guys from?
Also, introduce ourselves, Marcos, if you wanna.
Yeah,
This
just
is this
one
is your
second.
show.
Sorry, guys, I'm having some issues trying to share it on Facebook. Let's see how it goes.
Oh,
So, hi, my name is Marcos. I'm from the Lisbon team, and with me, I will have Phil from Toronto team. As a moderator, we'll have Nuria from also
hooray!
the Lisbon team.
Like I was just like peeking up. Yeah.
She's supporting us because that's what we do here. Three of us are from the support team. You might know us from having chats and just trying to be as helpful as we can. And this particular webinar will be showrooms. Small recap on how useful this feature from inFlow is. And on today's topic, we'll discuss what is showroom. So a high dive on high see-through on the feature. We'll see Showroom versus Showroom Pro, the few features that Showroom Pro has over a showroom, how to set it up, because that's important, and a little demo to go over all the things that we talked about, and of course, our questions and answers.
Cool. And
I'd
I'll
like
stop you.
to,
Hold on. I'll stop you right there for 1 sec and just say, big hello to everyone. We will do Q&A at the end. You can also post questions in the chat at any time. Nuria and I are both watching the chats. We will try and call out any questions and stuff that we see there, and we'll try and answer them. And Marcos may even be able to demo them on screen for you if it's something like that.
if it's
We
something like that.
Yeah, if it's something like that. We also do appreciate feedback. So you can send us feedback at any point at support@inflowinventory.com. Or if you do leave us comments here in the chat, we will record them down and pass them along to the team. We are kind of like a very community-based software program and everything. So we try and pick features and things that we think will help the most people and stuff like that. So again, kind of the squeaky wheel gets the oil. So the more people ask for things, then the more likely
Exactly.
it's usually to happen, kind of thing. So so yeah,
Yeah.
I also think it'd be kind of cool if people want to post in the chat if anyone is using Showroom already. I do see a whole bunch of good mornings and hellos. I see Noah from Denver and
From
Basarath, a
Florida.
frequent here. As well, I saw Donald. I know he's usually here in all of our webinars and everything. So hello to everyone. It is good to see you. And yeah, sorry, I will stop stealing the
Oh,
show. This is
no,
your
no,
show,
please,
Marcos. This
just
is
do away.
all you
Just
today.
do away.
Usually it's me running, so it's a little weird for me to be
Exactly.
the co-host or whatever. So I'm gonna close my mouth and let you take it away.
This is a double show. I like this way. And I want to start it off like, you have the freedom to do everything that your imagination allows you. And like in live showroom is no different. And this is how we're going to start off because what have I been bragging about? What is showroom? Showroom is your own online store, catalog, VIP lounge, whatever your imagination wants to make it. Basically, what inFlow gives you is an online store platform where you can display your products. It's pretty customizable. It's almost like your own website, way easier to customize and have special access to customers and the orders that they place and the pricing schemes that they use. For me, for example, if this could be a practical case, before I came and worked to inFlow, I used to work in a wine distribution company, which also had a store. And for us to have to make wholesale and um, customer sales, it would be the easiest because when they were done by our website, we would have to follow up with an email with a code that would give a discount and whatsoever. And I would have then to manually add to different platforms the orders that were for customers and or that were for business that were using wholesales. If back then my company used inFlow, I didn't even know about it, of course. I would be able to have, if I wanted showroom only for my clients, since we already had the website for online customers, and use the one online customers that just to do that, and I would register just that on that platform, and the wholesales would go automatically to the warehouse, which would be amazing. It would save me a lot of work. So again, it would depend on how you use it. You could use it as both the online store and the wholesale catalog. And that's what's so powerful about a feature that looks so simple. Now, about Showroom and Showroom Pro. So I want to, the first item is set your own custom room showroom domain. And as a support team member, I sometimes, or a lot of times, I get the question that the domain isn't working. I want to leave this very clear that you need the domain for it to link to your showroom. It's not that you set the domain that you want and showroom will create that domain and everything just magically appears. That you have to have a previous domain, and then when you have that previous domain, instead of going to showroom.inflow, it will go to your domain, so mystore.com, and it will show your showroom. So it will be easier, but you still need that domain for that to happen. Please be always aware of that. Also, another great feature, and as a consumer myself, I do forget a lot of, I do abandon a lot of carts. And with Showroom Pro, you have the ability to not only report on carts that have been abandoned by clients that, for some reason, stop shopping or were comparing to other stuff. You can not only have that report, but you can also follow up on those carts that haven't been finished, so they didn't check out. So you can send an automation, like an email, say, hey, look, do you remember you wanted to purchase these items? We didn't forget about you. Please go check your cart. And another thing is to remove inFlow branding. As you know, you have powered by inFlow in a lot of documents on the footer of your showroom, on emails that you send. And yeah, all of those references to inFlow and logos would be gone. I believe that the only reference would be in one email would be powered by inFlow. And that's all. I'm not mistaken here, right, Phil?
Yeah, no, I think you got it.
Yeah,
exactly. And these actually, sorry, all those like Showroom Pro features kind of thing are kind of a good example too. Those are all, we had already launched Showroom a few years back kind of thing. And after a lot of feedback from the community and everything, these were kind of some of the highest requested things that people wanted, which is kind of why our team decided to do that, and the developers and everything were able to make that. So again, we really do appreciate your feedback, and we do try and incorporate as much as that as possible into the program itself. So
thanks, Phil. Now, setting it up, it's important before you set up that you have your things well organized, because don't forget it's a machine trying to communicate, going to a database, trying to go all over the numbers, and even the display that it goes to the customer. The more tight you have your information, the better, I believe. So having simple customer friendly names and descriptions on your products, I believe, will help. Not very long, short, and well written. Make sure every product has a good optimized image. Now, this isn't something for showroom. I believe it's something widespread online, because first of all, we have to know that not everyone has the same internet connection, and a slow website is a turn off for a lot of people. And optimization is the way to go. So yeah, have good, clear images so your clients do know what they're buying and can really appreciate and take the best of your website, and have your products well categorized, because that people, mostly in wholesale, they will go through a category. For For example, again, me, I was from the world of wine. I would have red, white, and green wine. I'm from Portugal, so and I would have those categories, and it would be way easier for you to just, okay, I need this for my store. Go to that category, see what the catalog offers you, and make your buy. If you have everything set, it's just turn on your showroom. Nothing to it. One feature that before I go to the demo, I want to talk about is inFlow Pay. So customers for Canada and USA only, for the moment, we're sorry, can buy directly from showroom. So even the process payment will be processed. But inFlow is not a company that processes payments. We do not have that license, so we cannot do that for you. So we teamed up with Worldline, sorry, Worldline, which will do the payment processes for us. Of course, they do have a fee. It's their work. It's normal, but it's the usual fee. So it would be between 2.9 to 3.5% of the purchase, plus 29 cents. So good deal, I would say so. So let's go to the demo. Let's see firsthand what this is all about.
Sure.
Sorry.
And sorry, just one thing with the inFlow Pay there that I'll jump in on kind of thing. So it is something that you do have to sign up for. Worldline has their own kind of like registration process as well as their own like vetting system and stuff. So I guess I do believe they run like a credit check and everything. So we can't guarantee it for everyone that's in Canada and the US. And I know there have been kind of behind the scenes talk that we are looking to partner with some other different companies so that we could hopefully do more like international orders, or again make the process even easier or something like that. So that will hopefully be coming in like a future project or anything like that with the team. But we do have like articles and stuff on inFlow Pay and everything on how you can register or apply to sign up and everything if that is something that you wanted to do as well.
Yeah. Yes, of course, because to do this, you'll have to sign up to Worldline, of course. Yeah, like Phil said, for the time being, this is the solution that we got, and it's pretty in conformity with the rest of the offers that you'll find online. So yeah, if you think that's a feature that would be very useful for you, I would say for sure give it a shot. Now for our baby showroom.
Also, and PJ did have a question saying, "Can you use
Oh, for
Showroom
sure.
without Worldline?" Which yes, you
Yes.
very much can. You don't have to. That's just essentially a way to accept payments inside inFlow right away, kind of thing. You can otherwise, Showroom will create the sales orders for you, and then you would just take payment however you normally do, whether that's in person or you have some other kind of processing system or anything like that. So.
Yeah, exactly. So you would have the orders coming from showroom, and now with the new prioritization and everything, you could prioritize by, imagine if you have wholesale and customer sale, you could prioritize the orders, what you see fit, because they will come in, but they won't be paid and everything. Then you have to process the payments yourself. That's what we're saying, that inFlow is not a payment processing system. It's just an inventory tracking system. So we'll track everything, but the payment has to be done through. So they had to pay you, and then you will mark it on inFlow, and have the transfer done to your bank or wherever payment method that you use. And so moving on with our showroom. When I say that it's pretty customizable, I mean pretty customizable. You can change the color of the layout. You can change the layout to list or grid. I will show you both the difference in showroom. And fonts, we do have quite a bit bigger. And we can put our own banner. Hello, webinar. Also, we can set our own image. I like dogs. It's a music store, but I like dogs. Let's have it. A cute little doggy here. And then I have all products, but you can categorize and select what you want to show. And again, then I will show you there's public showroom and then there's private showroom. And if you want some customers to see something and not see others, you can do that. for now, on public showroom, we'll have everything except for, I don't want to show only availability. Yeah, and no, just store. Okay, and exclude.
Cool. And so that feature that he's
Perfect.
showing there, the under stock, where you can show and take. So basically, you can actually choose what inventory numbers, if you are showing your inventory values, what values you want to show on there. If you want to show, so say I have two locations, I have warehouse and I have like a retail store or something. Maybe when I'm selling online in the showroom, I only want stuff to be coming from the warehouse. So you can set it to actually show only that inventory quantity. Sorry.
Quantity.
Um, or you could then have everything all together, kind of thing.
Exactly. So again, if you have two different types of clients, you can have one to see only the warehouse, and the other one, imagine it's a store like we were, and they have both. You can show them both, so they can see the price that you're making, and that I'm going to show because you can compare prices. I'm going to go there, but yeah, you can hide stock like also before, after the locations where you take it from and where you show it from. You can also select show the hide it from everyone, just not show at all. Show only the availability. So if it's in stock or not in stock. In this case, it's just hiding stock levels because I have it not to show products. So I'm excluding products out of stock. But imagine if you weren't excluding products out of stock, it would say on stock or off stock and show the number in stock. It will tell you, look, I have three of these. So that would be very important for wholesale. Maybe not for less customers, but because you don't want them to see that you don't have inventory. But for wholesale, you want no, I have this inventory. Even if it's your own team, imagine you are a wholesale team, but you have many stores on the country, but they all buy to you. So they use showroom. You have your own thing online, but internally you use showroom. The orders for those companies, it would be convenient for them to know what actually you have in inventory before they make an order that they're expecting to get in a certain date and you don't have. And yeah, of course, you can always leave a contact message for the people saying, yeah, this
And just
is
while,
our general.
oh,
Sorry.
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, no, go.
Yeah, I was just gonna say one kind of cool thing. I don't know if you want to show a little bit too, since you're on that screen there. Sorry if you want to
Oh,
open the
the
monitor
one.
up again. Just those options that he was talking about, the in stock and like as well as showing like the image, the category and stuff like that. That little picture there on the right hand side is actually kind of like a live, well not live, like a little preview of kind of what they may also look like too. So like if you uncheck
Oh,
picture on there, that'll take
yeah,
that
yeah.
off and so again, this kind of just gives you a quick little way of kind of confirming how it's going to show to your customers or anything like that, just to make it a little easier.
See, not in stock, just in stock, or not showing anything. Thank you, Phil. Should show me. Thank you so much. So saving, and this is what you'll have. It's public access, so you don't have to need to be signed up, but you can sign up. So let's see how this does look for a person who would decide to visit. Hey, so they can see my products. They don't see any other information. But if they sign up, which I'm going to, one thing also for now, only admins can add this. So only admins can mess around with showroom and add people. So I'm going to add a new customer, which Marcos, and it will be myself.
And just while he's doing that too, just a little more background on it. So there is kind of almost two versions of Showroom that you can use. It's all the same site, but we have both the public availability version of it that you can either toggle on or off, so you don't have to have a publicly available one. And then you also have an invite only, so we call that the private showroom. With the private showroom, for people to access it, you have to invite them through email address. They'll get an email with a link to be able to create an account and like a password and everything to be able to log in. And then with that, he's going to be able to show you right here that you can actually customize exactly what each individual person sees on there, whether it be products, prices, everything. He'll go over that. But yeah, so the public showroom you don't have to use, but you do have the ability to have two kind of different ones that somebody who doesn't sign up or anything like that can see, and then a different one for people who do.
Yeah, that's why I didn't have the prices on the public one, but this one I'm going to set it only for bases and take only from warehouse. But I'm going to show prices, and I'm going to use the wholesale national, and I'm going to compare it at normal price. So, yeah, my taxing scheme. No taxes in my country. I'm just like that. Fine guy. So this could be also important to establish, in a sense, the prices that you are practicing the market. So again, someone who's been in wholesale, sometimes we would have the comparison to the normal price so that, stores wouldn't go way above it, because we were working with small producers, so small wine producers. So having something too expensive could be not beneficial for the brand, the same as having something that would be too cheap. So we have the PVP, which would be the price, the price the brand would like you to use. So that would be our normal price, and we would use that to compare a lot of the time. So you can use that to compare on your own showroom. So again, perfect catalog. And the general settings, I'm going to show the number in stock, because for me it's important for that customer to see, and the measurements, although I do not have them. Okay, I can send a custom message and say, welcome Marcos, nice to have you. So you can always personalize anything for your customers, because this will be a private showroom. So it's a one-thing invitation, and it's always good to have a personal message addressed to you. So I'm going to send the invite, and I'm going to invite someone else, someone very special. But this one is already here. So you can either do like I did and just add some random customer that you just made, a sale that you just made, or you can add a customer that you already have. So here we have Phil the Legend, and we're going to add him. Phil is not from my country, although he doesn't pay taxes anyway. Also, but in his case, he's wholesale international. Look, this is grayed out. This is something that I want to show you, because, oh, sorry about this. My Phil the Man. So Phil the Man already has wholesale international. inFlow will remember the pricing scheme and taxing scheme that you use for your customer. So when you are inviting them directly, if they exist, this will happen. You cannot change. But in Phil case, we're not going to compare to normal price. We are going to compare to national, because he has to know what benefits he has from being, because he's going to pay freight and everything. So he has to know what benefits he has in relation to, or what deals are we offering him in relation to our national team. And it's not pressure. There we go. And now Phil will be invited, and he will accept my invitation because he loves me. And I will accept my own invitation because I love me also.
I guess also an important part to here. So here you can actually see you'll have two lists where you've got your customer and then waiting reply. on there. So waiting reply is
Exactly.
actually going to be, those are the people that you have invited. You can still see if they, for whatever reason, didn't seem to get the email or something like that, then there is a handy little resend invite button that you can click, and that should just resend it to them. So that they, if it maybe it went to their spam or they by accident deleted it or something like that, you can also still edit the access. So anything that they are able to see and everything right there, even before they've accepted. So if you need to make last minute changes or something like that too. Which would be
Exactly. If I had, for example, this at normal price, and excuse me, I'm so sorry, and I had to change it just before I sent the invite to Phil, or imagine it didn't uh, accept it yet, I could make the changes before it accepted, which it didn't. I'm really
I'm
hurt.
not sure which email you used. I'm not seeing it come through in mine.
Really? Okay. See, this was on purpose. So now let's see. Okay, what did I do wrong? Phil, could you confirm your email?
Yeah, it's got to be my whole name. So Philip.Tucker.
Ah, see, this is why it's important to have your customers have your customers
Yep. So
correct.
while you're doing
Let
that, I'm just gonna
Thank
quickly
you.
take a look at the chat. So one thing that PJ was saying is that he thinks that, or she, sorry, thinks that one major flaw is that there's zero ability to offer quantity price breaks. As they're a company that sells B2B, they offer better pricing when people purchase larger quantities. And this is something that we have heard. Unfortunately, inFlow as a whole, the actual program itself doesn't handle bulk discounts in that way, like quantity discounts or anything. It is something that I do know a lot of people have requested, and it is on our radar in terms of, I believe they're like researching into, I guess, different ways that we would be able to do this. I'm not positive if an official project has started on it yet or not, but we do have a roadmap that you can take a look at, and you can also like upvote things and stuff like that on there as well. But that is something that we are hoping to improve in the future. So we do really appreciate that feedback.
Yeah, that's true because I've seen that feedback, and yeah, now for the time being, what sometimes I do advise customers would be to have. I know that exactly. Once again, going to my back experience, if you bought 10 boxes, you would have one box free. So it was not really a 10% discount; it was more like 8% discount. So I understand that it would be amazing for a showroom for it to, have the 10 and then add the 11th box for free. It doesn't do that for now. What I sometimes I do tell customers is if you have that separate, so if it's something that's just for a product, so this space here has, if you buy 6 of them, you get the 7th for free. Then you do one new product, which is the same base, but you change the unit of measurement for that product, and then you put one extra unit for the price of the sixth one, the 6 bases, if you understand what I mean. So basically, you would have a different product that would be the same product on your showroom. You would have the product, and if they added 5, 6, nothing would happen, but they would also see the other product called bundle base, and if they go and click on that bundle, they would still have the discount. So I know it's a workaround, but at least it's something we can still work with if it's something that we really need for our business.
For sure, yeah. And actually, Samuel popped in there in the chat as well, saying that you can
Hey,
also do
Samuel.
it using a manufactured item. So if you include like 10 boxes and then you price that at the discounted rate. So again, kind of like another, it's not a perfect solution because again, the person does have to select the correct item and everything like that, or you have to have like an additional add-on. But yeah,
Yeah,
something
but
that
we
we
can
can.
still work with it. We can still work with it. And again, it just goes to show limits are your imagination. You can work around everything if you're willing to. And the conversation got so good, I completely forgot where I was going, but I think I was going to preview my store. So let's go ahead and do that.
I'm not sure. Did you resend the invite to me as well too?
Oh, okay. That was what I was going to do. Sorry. Send the invite.
I'm
No,
not sure. It
sorry.
may be
Because
best to
yeah,
just remove me and then add me.
because I changed the whole email. Let me remove you. Oh,
Oh, and now
okay.
you're not logged in.
This is nice. Good thing we are 3 in support. So
That's what always
everything
happens live. So Sterling was saying, wouldn't you have to manually alter your inventory if you have two product lines for the same product? You would. So again, I mean, it depends on how you're doing it, kind of thing. So if you're doing one, if you're giving two and you're giving one free or something like that, I mean, again, that's doing the correct quantity. You'd have to be adjusting the price. As Samuel was saying, you can. Manufactured items can automatically take the stuff out of stock. So that's part of our new bundling and kitting feature that we have with the manufactured orders. So someone, if they bought a box of 10, it would automatically remove 10 from stock, and they only have to select one item on that list, kind of thing. If you do have questions about this or anything, it's probably best to talk more one-on-one, because everyone's business is a little bit different in the way they handle their products and stuff like that. So you can always reach out to support@inflowinventory.com, or if you are signed up with us already, you should have a community success manager that actually should be able to help out with like workflows and things like that. And you can find their link actually on your main account page at the app.inflowinventory.com. So you could always book like a quick chat with them as well too.
Thank you, Phil. Think.
I saw Laura also had a question. How does Showroom integrate with other features or functionalities within the platform? I don't know if you want to speak to this at all, Marcos, or
It would actually would depend. What integrations do you want to know? Because Showroom would, for example, integrate automatically with QBO. Since the orders they would come invoiced, and they would be automatically sent to QBO. If you want to see how it would behave with another integration like Shopify, so you will have your Shopify orders for your online clients, and maybe have for the VIP lounge for old clients your showroom, and still the orders would come different. So if you could clarify a little bit on the question, because there's a lot of ways that you can use showroom to your advantage, and again to integrate with other integrations like QBO.
yeah, I mean, I think the main thing to keep in mind with Showroom is what it's really doing is, instead of using like another e-commerce platform like Shopify or WooCommerce or something like that, those are like completely separate systems that we do need integrations for. Anytime you make a sale on one of those, it needs to be able to somehow communicate that data between the two things. Since Showroom is already an inFlow product, they're already speaking to each other all the time. So every single order that gets made on Showroom automatically creates a sales order inside inFlow, which means you can automatically handle it just like you normally do any sales order. So you can fulfill them, you can mark them paid, you can do anything like that, which is already updating your inventory. So it doesn't really need to integrate with other e-commerce ones in that way. In terms of, like you were saying, like Zero or QuickBooks and stuff like that, it'll then still handle, because they're just creating sales
Yeah.
orders in inFlow, it handles them the exact same way that any other sales order would. So anytime that sales order gets created inside inFlow, that gets pushed to things like Zero or QuickBooks, and then again, that whole process stays the same. So this is just giving customers or anything like that an extra way, like an easier way to interact or make those orders with you.
Yeah, it's taking off one middleman there. So it's the middleman. The customer makes the order, and just showroom tells info like, look, here's the order. Now you do the rest. And if you have the automations already done, or if you have the integrations already set up, it will just make your life easier. There's nothing. I don't know of any integration that would be any issue with showroom. Showroom, it's not even an integration. It's our own little baby, our own little store. Now we have integrations with WooCommerce and Shopify and everything, but showroom is something that's our own, so it's different. And even all the versatility that we give you to it, it's because we can, because it's ours. And that's why we encourage for you to give us ideas on features and everything, because we'd like to improve it, like everything that we do. And so we can add them there, and we can add sometimes, oh, I would like this to push from Shopify. It's not completely up to us. Sometimes there's just no way to communicate between both systems and to get that information, while in Showroom, everything should be possible. And I did see a question there regarding the price scheme. So what I was showing before was that I was trying to show. So if you're asking about picking different prices inside Showroom, not really. But if you're asking about seeing both of the prices, yes, you can have the pricing set for your customer and have them compare, for example, your Shopify store. So if you have both integrations and you have a Shopify store for everyone, and then your Showroom for those loyal customers or something like that, excuse me, they will see the price also that you use on your Shopify store, besides the price that they see for themselves. So
Yeah, so
yeah.
actually, before you exit out of there, so this is something that we just added to it very recently, I think within the past couple months. So it's underneath the price there, you can see the little compare at. So it is comparing two different pricing schemes for your products. We don't have like a set like sale price, but most people, if they're going to do that, then they'll have like a sales pricing scheme that they set those into. And then it does show, so the way it's showing in that little preview, you've got the compare at price is the top one in black that's got the strike through it, so like $99, and it's comparing their pricing scheme that they're actually paying for it at the 49 kind of thing. So that's the customizable part in there. You choose which price you want to show. That's generally the higher price, and then what they're going to be paying is the lower one.
Yeah, exactly. This could go for anything. You can even make a seasonal pricing scheme and change, because you can edit the access at any time. So Black Friday for these 100 customers, Black Friday on March, why not? So yeah, and you can send the update. This I was going to change anything. Did I change anything? No. Why I don't have? Why are?
You may just need to refresh.
Maybe. Okay. Yeah, just a refreshing. Always good to refresh the pages. So let's see how Phil sees the page. Oh yeah, I need to look. Phil.
Yes?
Yeah.
I think it's because you're logged in with your account right now. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there we go. So Phil, no, this is yours. It's yours. Yeah. This is Phil's card, right? So if Phil leaves this card right there, if you got inFlow Showroom Pro, this is what I was going to show before I had that little issue. You have a little report here that would show you that a client has had a showroom. Phil?
I'm not sure how.
Can you try to make the
yeah? Let me do it on my side.
Sorry, guys. That because you're in the preview, Marcus. You're not actually logged in.
I was right. Okay, but can you log in, Phil? Because
yeah,
I will log
I'm
in.
Logged in. I'm making my own cart. Give me 1 second.
Okay, thank you so much.
There we go. Okay, so yeah, I've got stuff in my cart now, so it should be
okay.
Good.
Let me try now. Okay. Whoa, big spender here.
Yeah, I really like those. I'm a big guitar guy. Or bass.
So you see, it's both. It's both. So you play both. Congratulations, Phil. So yeah, this was what I was going to show before, is that if Phil made a purchase, it would stay here. So if it didn't finish the purchase, it would stay here. And his prices are the ones that, so if you go compare the price, sorry, of that product, his price is the wholesale international, which is switched with the national because it was supposed to be cheaper. I'm sorry, Phil. I just failed you.
Okay. Doing this live.
And
It's always
yeah,
tricky.
it's always fun. And yeah, I wanted to show you also the grid settings.
I also did place the order if you want to show how it does
You did?
show up into a sales order. Yep.
Oh, perfect.
Also, Laura had a
I
great
wanted to show the
question.
grid before. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. She had a great question saying, can you provide insight into the target audience or industries that benefit the most from utilizing Showroom? So, again, this is something that's like inFlow, it's very open and can be used in a lot of different ways. To be honest, most of the people that I talk to, I think generally use it almost like as an internal tool. So they'll have their own employees or like other branches of their company or anything like that, possibly ordering like supplies or managing things like that, almost like as like a requisition kind of set. So they're asking for things specifically, and they're able to log onto the showroom, make an order, and then they know that that needs to go to that different location. But it can also be again used for actual like public sales and everything like that. You cannot place orders or like public under the public showroom. They cannot place orders yet. That is something again that we're looking into. So hopefully in a future update that will change. But right now, anyone that you invite to your actual showroom then can place orders. So I did see somebody else ask a question about that as well too. So I do hope that helps.
Yeah, so you do always need to invite your own customers. So this is a store for your customers, but yeah, it will become more of a store. But you also do have the other integrations if you need to use that right now. So if you need to have a store for anyone that isn't registered already to your inFlow, or you don't want to bring into your showroom, so you don't want to be the admin typing in the new client and having it bring back. Excuse me. Yeah, Showroom will do that. And I saw a very good question also from Ali. And yes, so it will keep the stocking reserved because it opens an order, and when an order is open, that stock goes to reserved. So it won't be available, but it will still be on hand. If that answers your question.
Well, if
Unless
they
you
place
were
the
asking.
order.
Yeah, if they place the order.
When it's just in their cart, it's not
Oh, it's in the
reserving.
cart.
Yeah, when it's just in their cart, it's not reserving the stock or anything like that. It's literally just kind of like a placeholder or anything. It's once they actually place an order that it creates the
It's
sales
reserved.
order, and that would reserve it.
Yeah, so you can see all the orders that are in the cart, so you can go and manage what people are planning to buy, but it doesn't reserve them because that wouldn't be efficient, because if you had like 20 customers that would leave abandoned cart rooms, and that would stock out the availability for 2 or 3 other customers that were actually going to buy them. I don't see how we would benefit from that, but you can always go see. So if you want to make an estimate of how many stock you would need for those abandoned carts, yes, sure, you go to the report. The report does have the totals, so you would see the total of what of the products that you would need to keep in stock. Just have things balanced, or wherever. Does it appear in the reorder and forecasting though, Phil?
Sorry, which part does it show in the reorder?
On the reordering and forecasting.
Again, that's only affected once it's actually in a sales order. So like in the cart or anything like that won't change that. But yeah, once it's actually made into an order, then that will affect all of that for sure.
Thank you for that. Clearing my doubt. So yeah, so here, as you see, the order came in, so the inventory is reserved, and imagine I had QBO integrated. All I had to do would be mark as invoiced, and it would go automatically to QBO, and I wouldn't have to worry about it anymore, because any any change that I would make to the sales order would automatically be updated on QBO if you're using the both systems. So this would save you a lot of time. So more of a manual thing. Okay, you should confirm it's good, because the orders come in. You can, like I said, you can prioritize them if you want to give some ahead to some customers for wholesale instead of online sales and everything. And at the same time, you do not have to go and input it yourself. So it meets halfway between a good management and work reliever.
Exactly. And actually, sorry, just
So yeah, perfect.
feeding off on that, Sterling had said to tag onto Ali's question, which was about reserving and stuff. So when they reserve the item, then purchase it, will it move from reserved to subtracted, or will the inventory count automatically, or does it have to be done manually? So you basically just showed that process here. But when the order is placed in the showroom, unless you have actually, no, inFlow Pay wouldn't even change that. So that'll create a sales order in inFlow that's not fulfilled. So you do have to go into the sales order itself and fulfill it, saying that that product has left your stock for it to actually subtract that from your quantity total kind of thing. So just like you did there. Tamara also had a question asking if there was currently any plans for a wait list. So if something is out of stock, it would be possible to see a current demand. So right now, I don't believe there's any plans for that. That is great, though. We will submit that as feedback for sure. The one thing that I will say with that, though, showroom right now, there is an option that I know Marco showed a little earlier, but basically you can have it automatically hide items if they're out of stock. You don't have to turn that on. So you could technically leave products up that are out of stock and people could still place them in an order in showroom. Again, because it doesn't auto fulfill, it'll just make a sales order and you would see your stock going like further and further into the like reserved and like negative essentially kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that in a way could be used, I guess, almost to see what the demand or anything like that is. Again, you'd have to kind of manage your customer expectations to that point, though, because you don't want them thinking that they're getting it, and then depending how long it takes for you to get stock in or something like that. But again, the showroom email that we send out and everything too does just say that the order has been placed, nothing has been fulfilled or anything, and when you actually do fulfill it and everything, that's when you can handle all that.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Phil, for adding that. And so yeah, I was going to play a game with you, but the game was called Have You Asked Phil? And have you asked Phil? You did, because Phil has been unstoppable like always. But for real, this is our Q&A. So any questions that weren't answered, please feel free. Leave us our feedback. We don't stress this enough. We say it when we are sending emails to you on our chats. We really do appreciate the feedback. We never take it wrong on the wrong way. You know, we take it as you trying to help us help you, which is the best way to help. And so please, any feedback, any questions, this is your time to shine.
Exactly, yeah. I see Vivian actually had another one in here saying, for businesses that have multiple locations, is it best to have each location set up as a separate customer per location? If they place the order through showroom, can they change the shipping address? So yeah, so you can always change the billing and or shipping address on the showroom orders when you're checking out. You could definitely do that and set it up and again have each one as like a different location, so that again, if you're like kind of ordering supplies or anything like that for your different locations, you can keep track of that. If they are set up as like a customer and inFlow before you invite them, all the information that's saved in that customer profile will automatically populate in there as well, like the address and the billing and shipping and stuff like that as well too. So that would save people from having to retype things over and over again, kind of thing. So you could definitely use it that way.
Yeah, everything that is defaulted on your customer will be defaulted on showroom, and then you can tweak it on your own. You know, except you cannot change some things like the price. I did show that it gets grayed out. So if you have a certain pricing scheme, that customer will get that pricing scheme. So we have to open like a new customer for online showroom for that customer.
Yeah, or change it in the customer profile if
Or
it's something
changing the
that you want
customer.
to
If you
do.
wanted to keep both.
Yeah, exactly. Bassarath had asked, is there a way when a product is back in stock, the customer gets notified by email that it's back in stock? Unfortunately, not currently. That is another great idea. So again, we will pass that along to the team because I could definitely see how that would be really useful. That's really cool.
Yeah, for now, that has to be done a la mano. We are a construction company that intends to use Showroom for our personal to request material. Will there be an option in future to customize the checkout screen fields? Checkout screen fields. I don't know of a future reference for now for checkout screen fields, but they will see. So each personnel that you use will see what you want them to see. So you can have different locations or different categories for each one of them, and that personnel would only see the things. So if you're a construction company, there's an electrician and there's a concrete guy, you would have materials for both under the category electricity and concrete, and the concrete personnel would only see the elements for concrete, and the electricity personnel would only see the components or the materials for electricity, and they would do the orders conveniently for their own. So there wouldn't be any mix-ups. If once again, it depends a lot on how you have your inFlow already organized before you switch to Showroom. So if you have everything really tight in terms of categories and locations, you can really specify what your invitees can see and can order in your showroom. So I guess that does answer your question, and if not, please to write it again.
I see Mary also had a question asking, does the system send out emails when order is received, fulfilled, or shipped? So currently with Showroom, the way it works is once the order is placed, there's a confirmation email that goes to both the admin on the account and the customer who placed the order. Again, this is just like a confirmation that the order has been received, I guess, kind of thing. After that, there are no automatic emails. Since it creates a sales order inside inFlow, you can then follow any other normal processes that you might do. So once you do fulfill it, there's still the email option in there that you can send out. If you use like any of our integrations like Easy Post, I know Easy Post automatically does send out like a shipping notification, so that would still happen because again, it's now just following the order process at that point. The only other thing, both the confirmation emails that go to you and to the customer, if either of you hit reply to on that email, it will go to the other person. So we do pass those messages along kind of thing. So you could always reply to it as well, saying it's been shipped out or something like that if that's easier too. So just nothing automatic in that sense.
Yeah. So still, how so we did show. I can show you very fast how. So this is for Melody. How does the showroom show up to the public, and does it show the internet under your business name? So this is a feature of Showroom Pro. Okay, Showroom does not show your domain. That would be, I believe that would be what you're looking for, is to show your own domain there. Showroom Pro will. Showroom no, and it will always have an inFlow show. Oh, I'm in the wrong.
I mean, Showroom will still show, so any of the company information you have set up, so like if you've uploaded your own company logo, like your address, everything like that is still visible on the showroom page. It does not look like they're buying from inFlow or anything. The Showroom Pro stuff that you can remove, like at the bottom of the page, it'll say like powered by inFlow, and on the panels and stuff like that as well. So the Showroom Pro would remove that, but yes, you can still have your branding at the top of the page. I don't think on his test account he has everything kind of filled out or like a company uploaded or anything like that. So that's why we're kind of not seeing it on here. But yeah, there you go. He's got highlighted down at the bottom.
Yeah, and this is what I was trying to show, but I had the slides still on. So yeah, this is the inFlow branding that you'll see. And when you see when you send the emails, again, that that will appear. But your personal brand, I don't have the personal information, but I still do have the banner. So you do always have your customization. It's still pretty customizable, even not being pro. You can do everything. All your branding here can change the colors. You can change the banner, and you also have your information. So your logo, your business details when it goes out, the order goes out. The thing is that this little thing will not disappear unless it's Showroom Pro. So you have to have the inFlow brand removed with an add-on. That's the difference. Sorry if I made it sound like it would be all inFlow all over. No,
Yeah,
it's
no,
just
It's
this
just
little bit.
always good just to clarify, right? And then essentially just with the public showroom, they just won't see any options to order. You can still customize whether they see
Yeah,
how much stock you have or not, or prices or not, or anything like that. But they just won't ever have like that the cart or the checkout or anything like that on there.
yeah. Imagine categories, they will see them all unless you didn't set them to see all, because you will just use the settings for your public showroom. You'll have the chance to forbid not allow people to see stock or prices or anything, just the products if you want. It will just depend to you. The customizability of the public showroom is almost as big as the private one, just in terms of checking out. That's the biggest difference. People won't be able to buy, so the checkout options are only available for the customers. Yeah, that would be the only difference. Otherwise, you're good. It's almost a website.
Cool.
Oh,
We are running close to time, so I don't know if Nuria has had a chance to get the names together. If you wanna, we do have a giveaway that that we do at the end of each of our webinars. So if you want to get that ready,
true.
I can answer kind of the last couple of questions that I did see come in. Because I know Ricardo was saying, can you make labels, the system print based on project name or number? So like a sticker could be printed with one of two or etc. At the moment, no, we don't have a way of doing like one of two or anything on the labels. You can set like custom text fields, so you could enter something like that, but that would be a really manual process, which I wouldn't recommend. We do have the ability to reference custom fields on your products. So if something like that is on there, then it could reference it. But again, that I think is probably more of like a feature request or something that we'll submit to the team, because there are definitely ways that that could be improved to be able to show like the job number and stuff like that on there. And then Robert had just followed up saying that ideally they'd like to have the personnel be able to enter like a project name or a work order on their showroom requests when they're placing those orders. So right now we do have the special request field, which is what he's saying that they're using, and that basically takes whatever they put in the special request and puts it in the remarks field of the sales order. So that is a great workaround for now. Again, we'll take that feedback back as well too, because yeah, if you could have like other like custom fields or something like that on there, it'd be a little easier and more precise to see exactly where they're putting that information.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time to be with us. I hope it has been fun. I hope you learned a lot. That's what we are here for: learn and have fun. So please do take care. For me, it's a goodbye. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. We will have a recording of this up on our webinar page. Usually takes about a week or so for them to edit it and get it up and everything like that. And I do apologize. I know I saw some people with video and audio issues and stuff like that. So hopefully the replay will then be better for you. Otherwise, yeah, thank you so much for taking the time. Thank you. Amazing job from Marcos. I believe this was his first time taking the lead on this. So everyone give him a round of applause for that. And thank you to Nuria for moderating as usual and helping out in the chat and everything like that. So thank you all, and I hope you have a great rest
Thank you,
of the day.
Samuel, and thank you, Philip. Thank you, Nuria, for backing me up. Bye, everyone. Thank you, everyone.